We should be back. Poor Kev got suspended. No, I did. Yo, I literally got suspended. Like, no cap. I ain't gonna lie. For the amount of live streams that we've watched, that during the 24-hour stream, the amount of lives that we watched during the 24-hour stream, for me to get suspended for reacting to some, it wasn't even scary. Look, it wasn't even scary, bruh. That's the thing. I just watched some bull. It wasn't scary. Like, what is Cat Academy 3? Besides that, though, son, Sam and Cody ain't even scary. And they got my video suspended. So, like, Kev, didn't do nothing? I'm saying, watch Life of Luxury. Is it on YouTube? At this point, I'm about to blow somebody up. Yo, he doing a Halloween stream, too. I don't know what he playing, though. Let's see. Let's watch the trailer. Okay. I can see this. But these have the same title. Oh, no, this is the same thing. Alright, bro. We watched one video for them, then we could start. Bro, what is Life of Luxury? I don't even know. Is the doodle you're seeing right now? What doodle? What's up, Captain Obvious? Life of Luxury is scary for me. For me? What do you mean for me? Alright, bro. We're gonna watch the stuffed animal one. Alright, bro. Let's see if they actually bought it or not. That's not, bro. This is fake, son. This is not real. That's fake. That's not a, bruh. Put me in that suit. Alright, we're gonna keep watching, I guess.
Can you tell us what's going on with your daughter?
It's parody.
It's a stuffed animal. I don't know where she found that thing.
Oh.
Her stuffed animal was eating that food. I think it's alive.
Oh, this gotta be a
You
parody.
tried separating her from the stuffed animal?
She will not let me take it away from her.
This gotta be a parody. Yeah, it's a parody. This definitely happened, by the way.
Bro, wake up. Do you hear that?
Ew.
Dude, I think it's Helen.
Come on, bro. They gotta fight it.
She's in here.
Bro. 3 a.m. and no one next to me. Hey, W head, this video are...
Hello, Lux.
Maybe I should say this. YouTube, it's fake bodies. It's fake bodies, YouTube. I know. Video disclaimer. Hold on. Bro, I could give better head than him. Watch me open my mouth. These videos are produced with the intent to entertain and for artistic purposes. The accuracy should not be replicated. Brother. So this is a parody. It's fake but scary. This is not scary. This looks more scary. I mess with this. This one's garbage. These are type buns. They got a crypto scam going. What?
Why do you want to film this lady's daughter? It's just a stuffed animal.
This isn't about a stuffed animal. This is about a young girl's mental health.
What do you know about mental health? It's your parents' job to worry about that.
That's real.
Her
What?
mom is worried. That's why
It's
she
real
emailed
and not
us.
scary.
And her dad went
What's
missing.
up, Spike?
Did you ever think
Scored,
maybe
what
your
are you
dad went missing
watching?
for a reason?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Bro,
Let's just drive there and meet them.
at this point, I might as well just start body slamming people, bruh. I think I should have went with my first idea, which was stealing little kids' candy at this point. They got, like... These are, like, perked out as jail. Alright, bruh. Search Life of luxury, brother. Alright, bruh. You said brother? This? Alright, bruh. Watch some animation horrors. They are very interesting. I want to get scared. I want to get back shots from a ghost. I want to feel like there's something behind me and I got to start throwing hands. This ain't giving me that.
2 months ago, my little brother Timmy passed away.
Sad
Dad's been
moment.
acting really weird.
R.I.P. him.
Wasn't really dead. I was just pretending.
What the hell was that thing? A puppet?
Pause. There's a hand! Bro, there is a hand right there! Bruh. What, anyone know actual scary videos, bruh? At this point, I'm about to start. Yeah, bruh. I'm about to go outside, bruh. RL stream about to start. We about to rob kids outside. We about to rob candy. Wrong button. Besides that. Alright, bruh. You guys know urban legends? Let's check up some urban legends. Ban legends. Top 40. Alright, bro. Let's see if this one's good.
Welcome to a new Draw My Life video. Killed comes back as a yokai.
Yeah, I can't. Wait. I ain't gonna lie. Her voice was type annoying. No offense to her voice.
Live video. Being killed comes.
Okay.
Sakeona is a famous Japanese legend about a woman who, after being killed, comes back as a yokai, or an evil spirit, to take revenge. The story goes, a long time ago, there was a woman who was as beautiful as big-headed. She was so beautiful that she was courted by many men. Out of all her suitors, she decided to marry an important samurai. But the rest of the suitors didn't give up. At first, she wouldn't pay attention to them, but her husband...
You know what I noticed? Not that I noticed. You guys, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yo, I remember watching an animation on that specific one, and it scared me because I used to walk home from school, and I used to think that if she caught me, I was dead, and that I was gonna die. Yo, Caesar, you know any actual scary videos, bruh? On everything, I'm trying to find something scary to watch, and I can't find nothing. My name. I don't even know who that is, but alright, bruh. Urban Legends. You guys know about the Rake? I don't even think the original Rake video is out. The Rake. Ooh, I think it's this, but it's not even that. Wait, I had a specific one, and it was actually really good. I forgot what it was though. What's like? I need fear. What's actually scary? I guess we could peep some of those out. Short horror films. Alright, let's get it. Yeah, nah, I need animated. Oh wait, hold on. That one don't look bad. Actually, I don't even know. We're gonna do animated. Short animated. Short horror films animated. Alright, cool. Papa Perk Man. Alright, bro, let's get it, son. Ad blocker put in work. Oh, I bet. Please check out my Patreon. That okay, I have no idea what he's talking about. Alright, let's get it. Hopefully this is good. Why is he killing that though? Okay, brother. I hit the wrong button.
As it was literally.
Alright, bro, let's get it. What? I ain't gonna lie, you gonna have to see me
Happened
if
in the
I ever-
Halloween of 2011. My friends and I were doing South Park costumes to go trick-or-treating together. I was Stan, as it was literally just my name. Max was Kenny because he was the one who got messed with the most. And Jeff was Cartman because he was the chubbiest in the group. We were missing someone to be Kyle, but we couldn't get anyone to agree to be
Kyle?
him because most people we knew hadn't even watched South Park.
Man,
Despite that,
I can't say
it
it.
was shaping up to be a great night for
Oh my
trick-or-treating.
god! Yo! Y'all see that arch? Oh my god. Look at my boy on the ghost. He putting in that work. He giving ghostly head right now. Anyways, let's keep it
I
moving.
had been noticing that many of our neighbors had gone all out on their decorations,
They better be
but I
giving out
hoped that they
candy.
saved money for their candy budget.
I'm
Plus,
saying.
we were off school the next day, so we could stay out pretty much as late as we wanted. I got into my costume and was right about to step out the door when my mom stopped me and told me to bring my little sister with me. I, of course, found this annoying as hell. I wasn't trying to babysit her while trick-or-treating with the boys. I told my mom all this, but she demanded I take her with me. I don't know why she or my dad couldn't take her
This was
trick-or-treating.
8 hours ago, by the way.
But they must have had plans I didn't know about. Either way, I didn't have a choice. When I arrived at the meeting with my little sister, I could visibly see that my friends were just as annoying. We considered making her go up to houses separately from us, but I didn't want anything bad happening to her since it was pretty dark out.
Indeed.
I realized that just like with my mom, I didn't have any choice in the matter, so we decided to just have her annoyingly tag along. After settling that, we got started trick-or-treating. A lot of the
Is
houses
that
had
Naruto?
really
Oh my god, it's Goku! It's Goku! My Goku!
which really shined on Halloween night. That made it more fun and felt like it balanced out being stuck with my sister. The candy haul was also above average, which was an extra bonus. However, we were never allowed to forget that my sister was there. Every time a door opened and we were about to say trick or treat, she would jump through the air in front of us and scream it at the top of her lungs in a really high-pitched voice. Trick or treat! Trick or
fire.
treat.
He hating,
It
bruh.
felt annoying and embarrassing as hell. I felt like if the candy and decorations hadn't made up for it, my sister would have basically ruined Halloween for me and my friends. As time went on, more and more houses started turning
Bro,
off their
Saitama's
porch
garbage. My
lights.
boy can't
Houses
even
that
one
were
pint
still
for
giving
real.
out candy were
I'm
getting
gonna put my
harder to
meat on
come by.
Saitama's
There
lips.
weren't many people still out either. It was almost time to call it a night.
That scared me, Loki.
But soon after, we saw a group of people running down the street toward us. They were screaming, but we had no idea why.
I ain't gonna lie,
They
that
ended
scared
up
me.
running right past us without giving any reason, so we shrugged it off. We assumed it had to be someone's costume or something
So wait, pause real quick. Alright, you know what?
creepy they must have seen up the street, so we decided to check it out. At the next
I knew it. I was about to say that. I was like, hold up, right? Pause. You telling me you hear that? See people run, and you're like, you know what, bruh? We gonna go to it. Like, this is why people die, bruh. Because they want to be stupid. Stop being stupid. You're such a stupid goof. I hope you die. Now I'm playing.
intersection.
Fake
we
body
looked around
YouTube.
and saw that down the street to the right was a single house that still had
In
their light
GTA.
on. It was really dim and flickered a bit. There was a lit jack-o'-lantern on the steps. They were probably still giving out candy. That's
Yeah,
when we
nah,
all
these
started
people are
walking toward
stupid.
the house. When we made it to the front,
This is why-
I remembered
Never
hearing
mind.
something weird. It sounded like a small motorcycle engine, but I didn't see any bikes on the road.
It's a
Suddenly,
chainsaw.
a man wearing a Leatherface costume jumped out of the bushes right in front of us. We all screamed as he revved the chainsaw. We then sprinted away in different directions as the man came after us. I ran for my life for about 5 seconds
Nah, that's
before
crazy.
looking back over my shoulder. That's when I saw that my sister was running down the middle of the road toward the intersection.
Yeah,
I
you-
started to yell at her, but before I could form the words, the unthinkable happened. I saw a car come speeding from the left side, and one moment after it came into view, it collided with my sister. She was dragged under the car and carried off. I stopped running instantly, frozen in shock. Tears were streaming down my face.
Where's the scary
profusely,
part?
And the world was fading away from me. Max eventually came up and snapped me out of it, and that's when I broke down completely. The man who scared us was the one who called 911. The cops came and arrested the driver of the car, and my sister was taken to the hospital in an ambulance.
I ain't gonna
Unfortunately, that's the
She's
last
dead.
time I saw her.
Yeah.
She didn't make it. The driver claims he wasn't at fault and claims my sister ran into his vehicle without signaling or anything. However, the man who scared us, on the other hand, is being sued into the ground by my parents.
Finna
He
throw
keeps
the
saying
dead
that he was
boxes
only
at the
trying to
killer?
have fun by
For
scaring
real.
trick-or-treaters for Halloween, and talking about how he's remorseful. But remorse won't bring my sister back to life.
Where's the scary
I
part?
still haven't felt the same since it happened. I
Bro, I
keep
think-
replaying the moment and we're changed about to change the 11. It's always been known that some people take their Halloween spirit a bit too far. We all
Okay.
know the ones. The ones where you never know if the guy in a rocking chair is real or a decoration.
I'ma
A man
swing on
named
him, though.
Frank Alba took this to a whole new level when he decided to dress up in
Oh,
a bloody apron
this
with
was
a real
real?
chainsaw and hide in the bushes on the Halloween of 2011.
Hey,
He knew he was
yo.
in the direct path of trick-or-treaters coming home from trick-or-treating. And sure enough, a group soon walked by. Alba then jumped out of the bushes and treaters named Leslie Garcia.
Dang, wait, that actually happened? Never mind, that's a little effed up.
Ran into a busy road and was hit by a car. The family has since sued as the girl sustained permanent.
Usual.
I bet this
kids
one
bring
was
the house
odd.
on Halloween.
The real life strangler. You guys know that girl?
I was
What's
alone
up,
on
Uni?
Halloween this year. My wife was on a 3-day-long business trip,
Ain't no way
leaving
you
the
a
house
grown
and all
man.
the trick-or-treaters to me. I bought 2 bags of candy since my neighborhood gets a lot of foot traffic on Halloween. I made it home from work around 6 p.m.
Where do you
with
live,
just
the
enough
wood?
time to settle in and get ready for the trick-or-treaters. As usual, it started off at dusk with a bunch of kids and their parents.
What is that candy
As
called?
usual, it started off at
What
dusk
is
with a bunch
that?
of kids and their
Banky
parents.
candy?
Eventually, around 10:30, there were barely any kids left on the street since it was a school night. Once I passed out my last piece of candy, I turned off my porch light and locked the door. Then I went to bed upstairs. About half an hour later, I heard a knock. I rolled my eyes and ignored it, figuring it was someone messing around or someone too stupid to realize what the unlit porch light means.
I might
After
be
a
that
few
stupid
seconds,
person.
they knocked again, even louder.
Man, open the
Now
fuck
I
up.
was mad. I had just been on the verge of falling asleep, just to be woken up by some stupid kid.
Damn, that's the
Suddenly,
police.
an insane loud bang rang through the house. I knew whoever was at my front door was either in dire need of something or just some prick with nothing better to do. I was
mess with
weirded
that.
the hell out, seeing as it was late as hell. I then made my way downstairs and checked through the peephole. All I remember seeing was that it was pitch black outside, but I could see a person that looked like a woman. She was wearing what must have been the creepiest mask I had
Yeah,
ever
nah.
seen. But the rest of her
That's like
clothes
where you
were
actually
plain.
swing on people.
I wondered if she was even in a costume, but the bag in her hand made it seem like she was a trick-or-treater, despite clearly being a fully grown woman. She gave me a weird
Was you
feeling.
watching? We were supposed to be watching scary stuff, and I can't find nothing scary. I was gonna watch The Cauldron with the homies. Unfortunately, the homie's asleep, and my other homie is not what's it called? Is not picking up the phone. Well, actually, I ain't call him yet. Should I call him? I might call him. Might call dude. Be like, hey yo, bitch. Nah, I'm playing. I said get back for losing that. Let's get back
But
to
I
it.
didn't feel very
I'm not gonna
threatened
call
by
him
a
in a
single
bit.
woman, so I decided to talk
This
to
is
her.
scary, to be honest. This is not scary, bro. Okay, see, like, I'm just confused at how stupid some people are. Bro, if I saw this on my porch as a grown man, I'd be scared. I really would be scared. And I ain't gonna lie, I would throw hands immediately. I'd be like, yo, I don't got candy. I think you should know that. You know, use your context clues. Hop up off this porch.
Is Tamara home?
No.
Who's
I think you
Amber?
have the wrong house.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Trick or treat?
Hey, I don't
Stuff's
have
hand in
any
the-
candy
stuff's
left.
hand
You're
in the
too
thing.
late. Look, I don't know what you're doing out here on your own, but I think you're a little too old to be trick-or-treating.
Nah, he about to
You
get
should go
swung on,
home.
bro. He shouldn't
She
be saying
just
stuff
turned
like
the
that.
other way and walked off into the darkness. I shut the door and locked it before any other creepy thing could happen.
Ew.
As I went back upstairs, I shrugged the interaction off as a college student going around and trying to freak
You
people
a
out
college
on
student
Halloween.
giving out candy? I
I wouldn't
thought y'all
have
was
given her
broke.
the credit personally, but if that were the case, it worked on me. I wanted to sleep it off, but as soon as I got into bed, I heard someone knocking on the door again. I shouted at them from upstairs to go away, but they only banged on the door even louder.
Yeah, nah, son. This This is why you don't
I
open
marched
the door. I would
downstairs
have called
in
the
a
cops
rage,
by now.
expecting
I
to
ain't
open the
gonna lie.
door and see the same woman, ready to chew her out for making me lose some sleep. But I
Pause.
opened the door to something much worse. There were
was-
2 more people standing outside with her, wearing the similar unsettling
Oh
mask.
my god, bro. If he on everything, if he opened the door, then he's stupid. He wants to get jumped. Like, he's for real about to get jumped. That's why you don't flame random people on the street at night. Next thing you know, they hop out, and now they got 2 more people, bro. They just duplicated. Now he about to get jumped if he opened his door. And I swear he better not open his door.
I instantly knew I'd made a mistake. If I had
Indeed.
checked the peephole again, I never would have opened the door to these strangers. Something
my
about them was
God, you stupid as
terrifying.
hell.
They lifted up the 3 empty bags and asked in unison.
Trick or treat.
I don't have any candy, you freaks. Get the hell away from me.
Suddenly, the man in the middle rushed forward and grabbed me by the neck, trying to force.
Oh my god! For real? He did that? Like, what the fuck are you stupid? This guy has to be dumb. You telling me you opened the door? Bro, everything, he should have had a gun on him in GTA. Bro, I would have aired it out, bruh. Ain't nobody would have been alive at that point. Ain't no way. This man has to be the dumbest person. And the man in the middle is a freak. He start choking me. Oh, based on true story. Oh, you're right. Based on true story. True story. This guy's dumb as jail. Why would I mute you for saying true story? This guy's the dumbest person that ever
Forced his way
lived.
through the door.
No one's helping you, gang. It's
I
6
held my
o'clock and you
ground
wanted
and
to
kept a
open
tight
up.
grip on the door, but the 2 other women also crammed
Pause. He ain't swing either. Like, he really didn't swing. Like, he ain't even swing on bro.
themselves into the doorway and pushed against me. I summoned all the fight I had and kicked the woman as hard as I could, shoving her.
Pause on this. You telling me you got all the strength to kick a woman, but not the man that is actually choking you? You said, yo, I'm getting choked out right now. Let me not swing on the guy. Let me kick the girl with all my might. Are you for real right now, gang? I'm pressing assault charges. No cap.
Her back into the other woman behind her.
This guy, I never
She
mind.
tripped and fell backwards with her, leaving me in a
They should kiss each other.
one-on-one with the man strangling me. I planted my foot behind me and threw him out onto the porch on top of the other 2. Then I slammed the door and locked it as
The next thing you know, they were all 10-year-old kids, and he just actually beat them up.
fast as I could. I ran into the kitchen and grabbed the biggest knife that I had. Then I called the police. 15 minutes felt like 15 hours as I was hiding in the kitchen, expecting the people in the mask to break down the door at any moment.
I'm saying he should have been called the cops. What's poppin', Reaper? He should have been called the cops. He out here. He swung on a woman. Then after swinging on the woman, he said, you know what? Now I'm gonna actually target the person choking me out. Like, bruh. Oh my God. Imagine they were all children and now he getting assault charges because he just beat up a whole bunch of kids.
When the police finally arrived, the strangers were long gone. I filed a
course.
police report, but because they were wearing masks and completely covered their skin with clothing, my description was basically useless. The only evidence I really had was a surveillance video that was taken from my front door camera. Despite handing it to the police, they were still unable to find them. I can't stop thinking about it ever since. I installed a chain lock for my door and got a security system with an alarm and a better camera pointed at my porch. Despite that, it's been difficult to sleep. Even though my wife says that they would be stupid to come back, I still can't relax knowing they're still out there. They could return anywhere at any time, and I'll never have any warning.
I mean, you might have a little warning because, you might have a little warning because they would have masks on and have their whole body covered up. So you might want to use your context clues next time, gang. But I guess, next story. Apparently, this is based on true story.
This
Apparently.
story was inspired by a disturbing Halloween incident where 3 people who dressed as trick-or-treaters were carrying out home invasions and armed robbery. The NYPD says it happened just after 10:30 p.m. on Halloween, and the
Dang, his light is garbage, bro. And I don't know what he talking about. You should never hit a woman, no matter what, even if you get stabbed. Last thing you gotta do is hit a woman. You can never hit a woman. And of course it was in Brooklyn because, of course.
the Sheepshed Bay section of Brooklyn. Police say that a male and female wearing costumes and carrying trick-or-treat bags knocked on a 37-year-old man's door and said, "Trick or treat."
Oh my God, they assaulted a 37-year-old? Nah, son. 37? Bro, he's literally dying and you wanted to go rob him?
The man opened the door and gave them candy, but the male pulled out a firearm and tried to force his way into the home.
You telling me you lost with a gun? Oh my God, he's garbage. Oh my God, he's garbage. Oh my God. You lost with the grip? Nah, losing with the grip is crazy. He deserved it. At this point, that man, nah, you know what? It's in GTA, by the way. All this is fake. If a woman, nah.
Walked down the stairs and out of the fenced-in yard. As the victim struggled to keep the masked man out, a second male ran up to the door and also tried to push his way past the victim. They allegedly hit the victim in the face repeatedly during the incident.
Oh my God.
After a brief period of time, the victim managed to push both of them out of his home and lock the door. The male...
He's like that. He's actually like that. He's goated. Oh my God. He 1v2'd. The guy had a gun? Had another guy. They were jumping him. He's 37. And he still won. Nah, he's the GOAT. He's actually the GOAT. Oh my God. Goated 37-year-old.
then took off on foot. The NYPD
Did they rob
released
anything?
a security camera report.
Hold up.
The males then took off. The victim managed to push both of them out of his...
They didn't even take anything. Oh my God, bro. I'm about to go start robbing people now. I gotta show them how it's done. You telling me you ain't even get nothing? And you got 1v2 by a 37-year-old? Oh my God. Oh my, I'm about to knock these people out. I'm about to go to Brooklyn and start fighting random people. What's up, Gabrielle?
Home and locked the door. The males then took off on foot. The NYPD released a security camera recording of the incident in hopes that someone could identify the robbers. There was no information on injuries to the homeowner.
Wait, hold on, pause. Let's see this real quick.
The homeowner.
Empty-handed. Empty-handed. Both of them empty-handed 1v2 jumped an old guy for no reason. They ain't even get nothing. Like this is genuinely just a bad act for no reason. They just committed a crime for no reason. They got no bread out of this. They just assaulted a 37-year-old. Got 1v2'd by a 37-year-old. How you let a 37-year-old push both of y'all out? Are both of y'all the same weight as like wet paper towels? Like, do y'all weigh as much as cotton? Like, how'd you get pushed out? You're actually dog. Bro, I'm about to slap somebody, bruh. The Halloween edition McDonald's Nightmare Shift story continues. What? I didn't watch the first part. Epic fail? Yeah, they were just garbage. Garbage home invaders, bruh. He has to be able to get his book of world records. Crazy. Brother, I ain't watched the first part. This is a garbage recap. What's happening? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Is this the last story? I think so. Imagine robbing an old man and getting karate chopped by him. Crazy. A few years later. I have no idea what happened, but cool. He got the real life podcast. True.
2 steps ahead. Hi, may I take your order? Or should I say trick or treat? Yeah, I'll take 20 Big Macs and 5 large Cokes.
I'll mess
is
with
this
that.
for a party or something? Yeah, it's for the 1 million subscriber horror shorts party. Now make my breakfast, dipshit! It was the fall of 2020 when I just started working at my local McDonald's.
Okay.
I worked there since the summer ended, and everything about the gig was lame, repetitive, and boring. I barely had any time off, and even worked there on weekends because my boss would schedule me a lot. That, or I would often take my coworker shifts, just because everyone at the McDonald's used me since I was the new kid on the block. But Halloween was approaching soon, and there was no way in hell I was going to work that day. I intended on giving candy and chilling out that night.
Okay.
So I made sure to book off Halloween in advance. And when it was finally Halloween night, I gave out candy to a bunch of kids.
Trick or treat!
There you go. I remember the streets were packed as hell. It seemed like there were a lot more trick-or-treaters out this night than the previous Halloweens. I eventually ran out of candy to give, so I blew out my jack-o'-lantern and turned off my porch lights. Then I went to watch TV in my living room. A few hours went by, and then something strange.
You took off work to give candy out? That's crazy work right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Strange happened. I heard a loud-ass knock on my door. It was a bit alarming as the knock sounded like someone was actually slamming their fists on my door. I got up and went to check the people. That's when I oddly saw my coworker Trevor standing outside my door.
Okay.
Dude, why the hell are you knocking so loud on my door at 3 in the morning? Dude, are you on that Colombian again?
No,
Colombian,
nothing like
crazy.
that. I just wanted to tell you the
He
news.
looked like he off
Did
that.
you hear that the boss is giving out free burgers for Halloween?
What? What are you even talking about?
This is garbage.
He said he just needs enough meat to make the burgers.
Dude, I know what you're trying to do.
Take my shift, damn it! I'm not taking your shift. Today is my day off. Halloween is my day off. I want to Netflix and chill by myself. So get the hell off my property before I call the cops.
Oh yeah, this is fake. This one's garbage too. This one's garbage. I ain't gonna lie, his first two was pretty odd though. I mess with his first two. Let's peep. I actually got scared of Freddy Krueger when I was a kid. I ain't gonna lie to ya. Alright, let me call up my homie and see something real quick.
This happened years ago when I was a teen. I lived in a small house with my mother and stepdad. I never knew my real dad, but my stepdad was always there to help
He
us
just
out
like
and
me
seemed
for
to get
real.
along
I don't got
well
a
with my
stepdad
mom.
though, but
We weren't wealthy, but my stepdad had a few prized possessions, one of which was his collection of all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies on VHS. We watched one of those movies just about every other night. I remember hating every single one of them. I was way too young to be watching scary movies like that. There wasn't much to do.
hold on, let me see that. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I might call up my homie on Discord to see if he knows an illegal website that I could use, cause he not responding to me, cause I think he's asleep. So, I'm about to wake him up. No cap. I'm probably about to wake him up. But if I do, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I actually got nightmares from Nightmare on Elm Street back in the day when I watched it for the first time as a kid, and I got really scared of it. Like I genuinely was scared of Nightmare on Freddy Krueger because I thought he was gonna come up in my sleep and kill me. And I remember I couldn't sleep that night, and I woke up to go to the bathroom, and I thought he was gonna come out the walls and take my booty, and I was really scared. But then my older sibling was there, so I got less scared. And yeah, but I was actually scared of Freddy Krueger when I was a kid. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Probably
in my
not.
own room, and my stepdad would get offended if I showed that I wasn't interested in watching his movies with him.
That's
so I was
fire.
basically forced to watch it in the living room with him
Why
and
do
my
you have
mom.
a VHS
I must
player?
have seen each one at least a dozen times.
A
I
dozen.
don't know how my parents could still be entertained by them, but they
Entertained.
clearly enjoyed it every single time. Watching those movies constantly gave me terrible nightmares. I would spend countless
He's
nights
tweaking.
tossing and turning, struggling to get to sleep because I was
Wanna
so
go outside? Hold
afraid
on, let me
of my
take my dog.
dreams. They were always the same. I would feel like I was in the movies, literally having a nightmare on Elm Street, running for my life in the darkness being chased by Freddy Krueger. That wasn't even the worst of it either. Sometimes, about once a week, I would wake up from a nightmare and see Freddy Krueger standing in the corner of my room. I would always stare him down and rub my eyes, hoping he would go away, but he always remained. He would stand there, motionless, watching me sleep with a smile on his
motion.
face. I usually just pretended it wasn't real and pulled the covers over my face so I wouldn't see
That's
him
real.
anymore.
I wouldn't do. I would
was
do that
always
too.
scared that he would cut through the sheets and attack me. But I told myself every night that if I saw him that he was just in my imagination. It had to be the movie's fault. It couldn't actually be Freddy Krueger. I had to think so.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. If this was me, I would have started crying.
After getting almost no sleep,
I ain't gonna lie. My boy lives in a prison. He live in a 1x1 bedroom. It only fits the bed. And no, he got nothing on the walls, bruh. This is insane work.
That I wouldn't allow my silly imagination to get the best of me. Oddly enough, I didn't see him again for over 2 weeks. Of course, it was only a matter of time. One night, I woke up from a nightmare at 3 a.m. Freddy was in the same corner as always. I locked eyes with him, terrified, but trying desperately to work up the courage to confront him. This time, however, something was different. Freddy moved. He raised up his clawed hand and started waving it at me, taunting me with it. He then started clawing at the wall. Something was extremely wrong. He had never moved before. I sat there in my bed scared shitless.
This can't be based on true story.
I was just in
If
the
this is based
same
on true story,
situation
hold
I
on
was every time I saw Freddy, petrified and helpless. It didn't seem like hiding under the sheets was a smart move. I was convinced Freddy was actually going to do something to me this night. All I could think to do was to see if he could talk to me.
Freddy? Is that you?
In an instant, Freddy was right on top of me. He laughed as he tried to pull the covers off the bed, cutting holes straight through them. He held me down with one hand and tormented me with the blades of his glove. I'm sure it was the end, but I wasn't going down easy. I kicked and screamed and did everything I could to fight back.
No, stop it, stop it.
It's supposed to be scary stories.
Freddy laughed so hard for so long that he must have run himself out of breath. I ran to my parents' room and barged in, frantically shaking my mom to wake her up. I told her what was happening, so she told me to stay put in her room while she called the cops. She then left the room. I could hear her shouting at the phone or whatever.
This is not real.
After that
this
was
can't
kind
be
of a
real.
blur,
This is
because the
real
cops
on everything.
ended up showing up, but they never caught any Freddy Krueger. As the years have gone past and I've gotten wiser, I figured out what really happened. After that night, I never saw Freddy Krueger in my room, but more importantly, I never saw my stepdad again either. My mom never wanted to talk about it, and she even destroyed all my stepdad's
God! Bro, his stepdad was Freddy Krueger. Of course he's not real, but pause. Why would his dad do him like that? Yo, nah, this might be worse than my dad leaving me, bruh. His dad, well, it ain't even his real dad, his stepdad. Bruh, his stepdad went in his room dressed as Freddy Krueger every time the guy would wake up from a nightmare of Freddy Krueger. And then he actually tried obliterating my boy. And, nah, hold on. This might be the Ellis move ever made by a stepdad. Nah, this is insane.
VHS tapes. Nobody ever told me explicitly, but I eventually put it together that it must have just been my stepdad who was watching me sleep at night as Freddy Krueger. To dress up as Freddy Krueger and routinely terrorize me was just insane to me. For it to escalate to the point of him actually trying to attack me.
You missed the lob? I missed the lorb? What lorb?
Just scares the hell out of me. I see why my mom cut him out of our life, but I'm curious to see if he was charged or convicted of anything. I was traumatized by the entire ordeal, so I want to know more about what was behind it to help me heal, but it's still not something I think my mom is ready to talk about.
There was no
This
Max
story
that getting
was inspired by a creepy incident regarding a 47-year-old man named David Lamb, who would climb into the loft above children's bedrooms and scratch.
What, bro? Son, why are old people so like insane? Like, you genuinely are insane. You're 47? How'd you get in there?
Named David Lamb, who would climb into the loft above children's bedrooms and scratch on the ceiling pretending he was Freddy Krueger from the Nightmare on Elm Street films. During a string of sick pranks, he hung 2 of the victims from a door frame.
Oh,
so they
what prank? Whoa! This is no longer a prank. That guy's a murderer. From the door? Oh my god. Nah, on everything, if this ever happens to me, like, nah, son. Alright, see, that one actually scared me. I got goosebumps. It might be because I was actually afraid of Freddy Krueger growing up. It probably was because of that, but yeah, that actually gave me goosebumps, that it was real. Like, someone actually did that. Wow. What a, like, insane, bruh.
He then got his pet lizards to bite them. He bundled one victim into his car boot and drove around, and on another occasion beat him with a sweeping brush. Another victim was locked in a cupboard, left in a freezing cold bath, and banned from using the toilet.
Bro said prank. What are these pranks? My boy must be really silly. What a silly little man, bruh. You telling, this is literally torture. He's torturing people. He's talking about prank. Where the prank at? Huh. It was just a prank, bro. What?
Lamb even tried to scare the victims by playing the music from Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds late at night. The victims were allegedly former partners. Lamb was arrested but failed to turn up for his trial. He was found in Bolton, hiding under the bed of his latest girlfriend, who was pregnant at the time with his child. He denied wrongdoing, claiming a former partner had a vendetta against him. After the hearing, a judge said, I hadn't got a clue for what was going on, but he truly is a monster. He should be locked away for good.
Indeed, he should. This man was insane. This was not okay. True Freddy Krueger's horror story 2. Alright, let's see it. Yes, I got the tongue out. He a little baddie.
This happened a few years ago, back when I used to live in a small apartment in the quieter part of the city. Of course, I didn't like living alone. I only really had one problem in my life. It started happening right at the beginning of fall one year. I had these nightmares almost every night. It was like sleep paralysis. I kept seeing someone in my room, standing over me. If I had to describe it, it was something like a dark silhouette. It was terrifying.
I can't.
The figure in my room inched closer to me every night, and in each subsequent nightmare, the tightness in my chest gripped me harder, slowly paralyzing me until I could barely even breathe, let alone move to run or defend myself. Initially, I considered it to be a consequence of living alone for as long as I had. I figured it must have just been me being paranoid.
What you mean, nah? My boy is scary. On top of that, I also get sleep paralysis a good amount. Like, I actually have gotten sleep paralysis. I've had some crazy, like, I have never seen anything, because you're not supposed to open your eyes during sleep paralysis because you're gonna get your booty took. AKA, you're gonna see something you don't want to see. That's why I've never opened my eyes. I just hide under the covers. One time though, I ain't gonna lie, 2 occasions I felt something touch me, and it wasn't a small, like, little touch. No, they were rubbing on me, and then in a different instance, someone touched me again. I ain't gonna lie. Sleep paralysis is no joke, bruh. That's why I really don't like sleep paralysis.
However, after it went on like that for weeks, I started to get genuinely concerned. One morning, after a particularly terrifying nightmare, I decided it was time to see a therapist about it. The chronic fear was weighing on me mentally and physically. It had to stop.
His therapist was Freddy Krueger.
I was ridden with the same anxiety I had become used to before bed. I remember tossing and turning countlessly, trying to settle on a comfortable position that may allow me to sleep soundly.
What are these sounds? Why does he breathe so hard to sleep?
Stop. I told you, I'm 30. You don't need to wipe me anymore.
Whoa, what is he dreaming about?
What's making that noise? Maybe it's just the old building.
These noises are actually pretty hard.
What the hell? Oh God, it's him. I can see him.
I'm saying.
Stay away away. I know you're not real. I've seen you 100 times before, and I know you can't hurt me. You're not real. This has to be a nightmare. I'm gonna wake up any second now. No. What?
There ain't no way I just got hit with an ad. This is why we have an ad blocker, bruh. Ain't no way my ad blocker not working.
Why? Get the hell away from me! Somebody help me!
W voice actor.
What the hell? I'm calling the cops! Get
So-
off me!
So he didn't die. I messed with that.
Help!
How long is your hallway, my boy? You've done ran for 40 minutes.
I barely managed to escape as
Did he
the
get
crazed
hit?
freak chased me down my own house. Whoever this was definitely an intruder. I didn't know who this psycho was,
It has
but
to be
all I
the guy
knew was
again.
that the freak was trying to slash me with whatever he was armed with. I managed to run out of my apartment building with minor cuts, sprinting down the
Oh, okay, I
street
was about to say, I
and
was like, no
screaming
way he didn't get
wildly
hit
for
at all.
help. I got up to a random house and started banging on the door until they answered. I begged them to call 911. They seemed freaked out by me at first,
They were
but
like,
were
nah.
willing to help me out. When the police arrived, the man who attacked me was long gone. I was taken to the hospital and treated, but I turned out fine physically. The problem is that I still haven't recovered mentally. All that chronic stress and fear in the
So,
beginning,
I
all
just-
leading up to
I
that
actually wanna see the-
godforsaken
what
night.
was
The
it based
dreams
off of
must
right
have
now?
been premonitions. It's the only way I can explain how the man who attacked me matched up so well with the silhouette I kept seeing in my nightmares. The only other explanation was that he had been breaking into my room every single night for a month,
Nah,
but
that
never
would be
got
insane.
caught or attacked me until that random night. I was worried he would never be caught, but several days after the attack, the police found the man, but it was from a different incident. He had gone on a huge killing spree, taking out
my
multiple people
God.
in their homes in the same fashion he was trying to do to me. The suspect in question, a 26-year-old man named Daniel Gonzalez, who had apparently been messed up his whole life and had recently been obsessed with horror movies so much that he wanted to recreate the killings in real life.
Oh
I've
my
been deeply
God.
traumatized by the attack. I had to move out of my apartment and live with my parents because I couldn't go back to where it happened. I'm still dealing with the intense paranoia and crippling
Yeah, nah,
insomnia
son.
years later. Every day, I'm scared he will show up to get the job done. And every night, I'm terrified that he might show up in my sleep again. Or maybe in my nightmares. This story was inspired by a man named Daniel Gonzalez, who had become notorious for being known as the Freddy Krueger Killer. In September 2004, he had embarked
wasn't
upon a
born.
violent rampage across London and Sussex. Inspired by horror films such as A Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th,
Nah,
the
this is too
24-year-old
crazy.
loner took out 4 people over 2 days
I'm about to
using
go
a
lock my
knife.
doors, son.
Gonzalez would randomly select houses in North London to disturb his victims, and also attempted to take out another 2 men but was fought off and managed to escape. He was eventually caught while trying to board the London
Why is
Underground,
there so many people
which
dressing
was
up
a
as Freddy
maximum
Krueger trying to kill
security
people?
hospital. Jurors decided that he was a drug-crazy, cold-blooded murderer and
Okay.
not suffering from mental illness as he
Oh,
claimed.
huge.
Gonzalez was eventually jailed for life in 2006
Huge.
and was found deceased the following year.
Huge. That's actually so big. I'm happy. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why. Why are so many people like dressing up as Freddy Krueger and killing people? Like, you genuinely could pick anybody. Okay. I'm actually cooked. I was genuinely scared of Freddy Krueger when I was a kid. I don't know what I was talking about here. I'm about to call him though to see if he knows any illegal websites for movies. But I guess we could watch the last one since it's only gonna be like 8 minutes. All right, last one. What's up, Melon?
This happened to me 10 years ago. I
Okay.
was in high school, celebrating one of my last Halloweens
He
where it
won't
still
jump
felt
down.
appropriate to go trick-or-treating. My friend Alex invited me over to stay the night at his house after we finished for the night.
He popped
I
the honey
agreed
back.
to it. It was usually fun to be at his house and stay up late away from my parents. That year, Halloween fell on a Friday, so I went the easy way and dressed up as Jason Voorhees.
No.
Alex, on the other hand, was a huge fan of Nightmare on Elm Street at the time, so he went as Freddy Krueger. I was impressed by his costume. I hadn't really put
That's
any
not his
effort
friend.
into mine,
How
but
much you wanna
Alex had
bet?
gone all out. He got the exact same sweater and hat Freddy Krueger wore, a really realistic looking Freddy Krueger mask, and he was in character every time we went up to someone's house. The centerpiece of his costume, however, was the glove. He made it by hand with real knives, and he wasn't scared to swing it around and show it off.
Hey,
of course, when any adults asked about it, he said they weren't actually real blades, but I knew the truth. Alex showed me how real those blades were. He stole a jack-o'-lantern, then slashed the face to pieces in front of a bunch of middle schoolers just to screw with them.
What
All
the
in all,
heck?
Trick-or-treating that Halloween went well. We both got respectable loads of candy, but obviously Alex got more. When we got to his house after a few hours, we
He ain't
headed
take off the
upstairs to his
costume.
room to get out of our costumes and sort out our candy.
He ain't take it off,
Afterwards,
bro.
we
How
put
much you
on a
wanna bet?
movie. I wanted to play video games, but Alex was obsessed with The Nightmare on Elm Street
Oh,
and forced me
nah.
to watch it with him. He said he'd seen it 12 times and it never got old, but I silently disagreed. Alex eventually turned off all the lights as we were watching it in the dark. About 30 minutes into the
he
movie,
about to get
when he was
freaky.
sure his parents were asleep, he pulled out a half-full bottle of vodka from under his bed.
Oh, nah.
I was completely caught off guard. I had never had anything to drink except a couple of beers one time.
He said he
and
was 10 years
certainly not
old?
anything as strong as vodka. I was a little scared, but Alex was clearly excited about
Nah,
it.
his friend's off
He
the
grinned
perk.
from ear to ear as he put
What
the bottle
the
into his
heck?
face, boasting about how he stole it from his parents' liquor cabinet the previous night.
Okay.
I told Alex I wasn't down. After constantly teasing me,
Big W, big
I
W.
folded.
No peer
That's when he
pressure.
started fixing us 2 cups mixed
Oh
with some soda.
my God.
I really didn't want to participate in the whole drinking thing.
See, bro, don't
but I
get
knew
peer
Alex
pressured,
would let me
guys.
live it down if I backed
Just
down.
walk away. Come on. W ad blocker, come on. Put in that work, my boy.
So I just went
Oh,
along with it. As the movie progressed, I started taking light sips throughout. Alex kept pushing me to chug and drink bigger.
Oh, nah, this man is
mouthfuls.
insane.
The guy was super pushy that night. It seemed like he really
I
wanted
would've
me to get
been
wasted
lit.
this Halloween. I eventually took a large gulp just to get him off my back. It was disgusting. It was way stronger than beer and I hated it. Somehow, Alex was chugging his down. I wondered if he had purposely made my drink stronger than his just to mess with me.
I don't think that's
As we watched the
possible.
movie, I only took sparing sips, but after a while, Alex noticed that I hadn't asked for a refill yet. So he got
What?
mad and forced me to chug the entire rest of my cup and refill it. I told him to chill out, but he kept yelling in my face and threatened to kick me out. So I
I would've
did.
just left.
Towards the end of the movie, I started feeling extremely
Oh my
under the
God,
influence.
bruh.
I don't remember much after that. I just remember passing out. Later on, I woke up sometime later with all the TV and all the lights off. I could barely see, but then I noticed Alex standing in the corner of the room, blocking the door. He was in his Freddy Krueger costume again.
Psycho, away from me!
A minute later, Alex's parents barged into the room and apprehended him. I was finally safe.
Oh my God,
I
my
called
OBS
parents
reconnected.
to come pick me up. Obviously, they weren't happy when I told them the reason for coming home early.
Of course.
The 6 of us all sat down at the dining table in Alex's house that night,
Yeah.
discussing what happened.
Oh,
the
I-
cuts I received weren't bad enough for me to need to go to the hospital.
But
it
them
was still
weak
a
ass
horrifying
blades.
sight.
Them weak blades.
His parents begged mine not to call the police. But
What?
after everything they heard take place,
Of
they
course
did.
we're calling the police.
Alex was arrested in his house.
Oh,
and
what?
I was taken home. Alex later confessed that he had laced the cup
I
he
knew
made me
it.
drink with sedatives.
I knew he laced it.
He even admitted that he believed he was Freddy Krueger.
Oh
and
my
that's why
God.
he attacked me.
Yo, at this
Wanted
watch
to
Freddy,
death. Obviously,
Nightmare on
I
Elm
haven't
Street,
spoken
bro.
to Alex in 10 years. What he did was unforgivable, and I still have nightmares about it today.
If the scar looked like that, he might have
The
helped you
story
out.
was inspired by a horrifying incident regarding a man obsessed with the horror film character Freddy Krueger, who used a homemade bladed glove to slash his sleeping friend. A
What?
37-year-old man named Jason Moore was jailed for life by a judge at the city's Crown Court. According to court records, Moore had watched Nightmare on Elm Street 20 times. He watched it just before the attack. Moore and Mr. Skamarski had been drinking cider together at Moore's home in the early evening, when Mr. Skamarski fell asleep on the sofa. After taking a sleeping pill, the victim, John Paul Skamarski, woke up to find himself being attacked by Moore, slashing him with the glove and a 10-inch bread knife. Moore said he could not remember the
10-inch
attack
bread
and said
knife.
although he had made the glove, he never intended to use it. Police say they were pleased with the conviction in this extremely unusual case. Jailing Moore for a minimum of 4.5 years,
Oh, what?
Judge Michael Pert said, You are an extremely dangerous man. You are obsessed in particular with the Freddy Krueger figure in Nightmare on Elm Street. What you were fascinated with was using that glove to take someone out. The person you chose was your friend who was asleep and had no reason to expect an attack. Speaking after the trial, Detective Sergeant Gary said the glove was one of the most frightening weapons he'd ever seen, and that a lot of skill had gone into creating that glove.
Oh no. Yeah, bro, we gotta stop letting people watch that show, bro. And these old people, this is a old man. Why are old people who imitate Freddy Krueger old men? Like, why do old men want to be Freddy Krueger so bad? I'm about to hit my boy up and see if he pick up. If he don't pick up, I might do something different. Cause I need an illegal website, and I don't know any. So now, but I ain't gonna lie though, Freddy Krueger was definitely scary when I was a kid. It scared me when I was a kid. On top of that, every old man is Freddy Krueger apparently. Like Freddy Krueger is just old people that want to be Freddy Krueger for some reason. Let's hit him up. Let's see what we got. Did I switch my sound out? Probably. Hold up. Nah, my speakers is definitely good. Yeah, nah, we should be alright. Let me see. Hello? Oh, wait. I think I disconnected my mic. Please. Is it this one? Hello? No. What? Yeah, no, it's not this one. It's not even connecting. Hello? Hello? Dang, Sean. Alright. I got like a little bit left, I guess. You know what? I guess I'm gonna hop on some Brawl Stars and maybe hit up some matches to end off the stream. So I'm gonna see you over there, cause I can't find a illegal website, no cap, cause I don't know any personally. So I'm about to go and play Brawl Stars. I'm gonna see you over there. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see you in like 2 seconds. Peace.